Hey guys, welcome back to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. In the last episode, we saved Kunda from the mercenaries, and now we need to figure out how to meet with the other Jedi. So what I'm going to do is head back to the Ebon Hawk, have a chat with some of the other characters there, and see what we can find out. We haven't changed Atton's armor in quite a long time, so let's go and have a look and see. He's Scoundrel level 25, but he's been wearing the same armor, the military suit, for a long time. Surely we've got something better for him than that. Let's head down here. Powered light battle armor, Krath Holy battle suit. Mandalorian assault armor, 13 defensive bonus. Sounds pretty amazing, but it does get rid of his dexterity bonus. He's got a +3 dexterity, so we're going to go for the medium battle armor. Light, heavy, powered light, Krath Holy battle suit, Verpine. What else do we have here? Verpine fiber. Oh, this one's good. Verpine fiber ultra mesh, defensive bonus 10, and he keeps his dexterity bonus of 3. So I want to give him that instead. There we go.
How may I serve?
And we're going to run back now to the Kunda Plains and head back to the Ebon Hawk. And just have a chat with the other characters. We need to head over here to the north. Just to the landing pad here. We've got to be coming to the end of the game now.
Unnecessary observation. Targets acquired. Annoying recitation.
Okay, not these guys again. Not these droids again.
Ratio achieved.
The weakness is revealed.
More where that
Systems failing, master. Ratio achieved. Systems failing, master. Systems failing, master.
Let's just grab all the remains here. There we go. Anyone else want some of that? There's another little droid here. A battered protocol droid.
Greetings, and good day, traveler. On behalf of the Kunda settlement, I am programmed to welcome you to Dantooine. Is there something I can do to serve you?
You are damaged, droid. What happened to you?
My apologies. I have no recollection of the Sith invasion topic.
Sith invasion?
Error. Memory overflow. Resetting. May I be of any further service to you?
Okay, droid, run a self-diagnostic and report.
Processing. Exterior damage analysis. Level 7 impairment. Multiple casing breaches detected. Bipedal servos misaligned by 32 degrees. Memory storage overflow. Memory unit is approximately 56 months overdue for maintenance.
Okay, let's fix the droid's memory unit.
Greetings, Jedi. Welcome back to Dantooine. Is there something I can do to serve you?
Oh, that sounds better. Why did you call me a Jedi?
My memory banks recognize you as a Jedi. You are among many Jedi who were trained in the Academy here at the Enclave, prior to its destruction during the Sith invasion.
What do you know of me specifically?
You are on the register as one of the Jedi who left the Enclave to fight in the Mandalorian Wars. My memory has no record of your return before now.
Is that all?
You had no direct interaction with this droid. However, I had one instance of a conversation between Masters Vrook and Vandar regarding you.
Tell me more.
Beginning playback. Error. Recording partially corrupted. Resolving.
Today I caught her in a heated argument with my Padawan. Her master refuses to properly discipline. I want to know what action you intend.
Luke, I respect your wisdom, but it is not your concern.
But uncontrolled. Whatever the other Padawans see her do, they are quick to do the same. Other students dislike her intensely.
True, an average student of the Force, but with a unique strength, is a natural leader.
I strongly disagree. Mediocre Jedi, lust for power, will lead to the dark side. Furthermore,
Recording degraded. End playback. May I be of any further service to you?
Okay, well, I'm glad I spoke with that droid, otherwise I would have missed that little playback there. Is there any work available here? We've kind of... why were you walking in a circle? He's damaged. Alright, let's go.
Excuse me.
Okay, let's go. Let's head back into the Ebon Hawk. We're going to chill out here for a little while, chat with the other characters in our party, see if there's any news. Looks like there is. Oh no. Go to destroyed Bowder's little droid. Nasty little thing. Alright, let's have a chat with Bowder. He's lost it.
Yes, General.
Do you have any shields I can use? Ah, never mind. He doesn't know. Oh, there. What? There it is there. There's the remote. Beep boop. Never mind. Alright, okay. HK-47?
Query, is there someone that...
No. Wanted to do some target practice. Will you stop asking that?
Statement? Master, assassination is my primary function. It is only expected that when you speak to me, it is to give me the order to kill.
Okay, just some questions.
Statement.
I think I've asked all of these questions before. Never mind. That's fine. Alright, let's go and have a look and speak with T3M4. Do you have any more information for me, T3M4? Did you know Mandalore? How's the Ebon Hawk? We could upgrade the core. Okay. Let me tackle some of the higher functions. All done. How do you feel? Due to your computer skills, T3 has gained an additional +1 intelligence and +1 wisdom. Alright. I don't know, while I was working on you, I felt strange. Detached. Now, I had other questions for you. Do you know Mandalore? Once? What happened? Of course I want to know. Hurt. Why doesn't he recognize you? Yeah, but not every droid is the same. Well, maybe they are to a Mandalorian. Can you tell me what happened to Canderous? Yes, I want to see the holo record. Oh, here we go. Canderous was in the first game. We don't seem to have audio here with this holo recording. Do you know what they said? No. Oh. So Canderous left and returned to the Ducks and Moon and started to gather his clan. Yes, it seems. Why doesn't he recognize you? Okay, never mind. Alright. Where else do we want to go here? There's nobody in the storage area. I think Kreia is usually meditating over here, so we can have a chat with her as well.
We must go to Dantooine, to the Enclave. There is something there that you must hear if you are to understand. I have no time for questions, and any answers will have to wait until we stand within the Enclave together.
Okay, cool. So we need to go back to the Enclave. Mandalore. We're going to go and have a chat with everyone first. This may be our last chance.
I want to have a word with you.
What is it, Mandalore?
I wanted to make sure that we have some things clear. Right now, we both seek the same goals. Whatever our reasons may be, the Sith must be stopped. If they destroy the Jedi, the Republic will fall and my people will be eradicated or enslaved. To survive, I'll help you. But as Mandalore, I have another duty. The unification of the clans.
Now, how do you plan on doing that?
After our defeat at Malachor, the survivors spread across the Outer Rim, many taking up work as mercenaries, or worse. But they cannot have fallen so far that they will not recognize a new Mandalore has been chosen. One who will restore our people to glory. I'll fight beside you, but I'm warning you, don't get in my way. I'm not asking for help. I'm just asking you to let me do this. Cross me, and I might have to reevaluate our arrangement.
I'll consider what you've said.
After the Sith are dealt with, you can turn your attention to us. Or maybe we can forge an alliance of our own. Our next battle need not be fought against your Republic. Consider what I've said. Now, is there something else you needed?
Okay. Can you tell me about the Mandalorians? Can you do anything to help out? Okay, that's fine. Alright, let's have a chat with T3 and 4 still running around. Let's have a chat with Mira.
Yeah, something wrong?
We haven't taken her on many adventures, unfortunately. There are some questions I wanted to ask.
Alright.
You seem restless. Tell me a little about Han-Har.
Han-Har's only a bounty hunter because that's the closest word for what he does. He's not out for credits. It's more vicious than that. And it runs a lot deeper. It's like he's out to make the whole galaxy suffer. Every living thing in it. He wants to break them, ruin them. And when they can't suffer anymore, he wants them dead.
What happened between you and Han-Har?
I didn't kill him once. Biggest mistake ever.
What do you mean?
That's a long story. I don't want to get into it. Maybe some other time.
Okay. If we don't get influence over her now, we're probably not going to. We're about ready to head to the Jedi Enclave, but we will go and just see if there's anyone else to chat with. Visas. Visas is the second strongest character in our team.
My life for yours.
I want to teach you some of the forms I've learned.
I am prepared both in mind and body for your teachings.
Okay, she's learned.
I understand now. Such a form will increase my skills and my use to you.
I only taught to make you stronger, not to serve me.
I do not understand, but the choice is mine whether you permit it or not. I will answer what...
Okay. Did something happen on Duxon? You seem a little calmer than normal.
The more I travel with you, the more questions I have. Duxon answered many of those questions.
What did you learn?
I learned more of myself, and the conviction that brings. And I wish to thank you for sparing me when we first met, so that I might learn such things. Forgive me, but before you go, I must ask. Why do you do this? Why do you seek to help me? Teach me?
Because I believe you can be saved. I do not really know why. I try not to think about it.
I must warn you. If you weaken yourself for me, then it will kill you.
To help another is no weakness. It is strength to them both.
So you say. But it is not something I have observed or seen.
What do you mean?
I remember little of my homeworld before I entered my master's service. It is not as it was. There is little left of such memories. Or the planet itself.
Tell me about your homeworld.
It is not a subject which I have spoken of since its destruction.
Okay. How was it destroyed?
The planet was not destroyed. It remains. It orbits. Dead in space. But nothing lives on its surface. It echoes. But there's no one left to hear it.
if your homeworld was destroyed, how did you survive?
I am not certain I did. I was there when the planet died. To see everything around you extinguished. It was as if I was blinded. It was as if the Force had been bled from the world.
As if everything suddenly went silent?
I imagine there are worse deaths, worse pain. But if there are, I do not know them. I was the only living thing remaining on the planet of KOTOR. And my life, my agony, was a flicker in the darkness that was the planet. All that I had been connected to had been severed.
You were the only survivor?
Yes, but it was not survival. I still wonder what would have happened if I had died with the others. If perhaps there would have been some way to hide my presence from the galaxy. If only I had not felt that pain, that loss, as strongly as I did. But it could not be done. When the life was bled from the planet, and yet somehow I remained. My master came for me. He walked upon the surface of my dead world, and there, lying in the bodies of my race, he took me for his own, and he made me see. And for the first time, I saw the galaxy, and I wished to die.
He made you see.
To this galaxy, my world, absent the currents and spectrums of the Force, was nothing but crude matter, rock, flesh, emptiness. He showed the flickering of life on other planets. The mass of beings that swarm through the empty places of the galaxy. To see such creatures, disconnected from themselves, their world, their place in it, unable to see the currents and how they affected everything around them.
And why did your master show you this?
He showed me to make me believe in his cause. He convinced me the galaxy, all life, must die. He fed upon its ugliness, its screaming, and in its place, he left silence. And where there was chaos, he brought stillness and order.
I don't understand. It would have taken several Republic cruisers to destroy the surface of KOTOR. How did your master destroy your homeworld?
It was not a thing done with machines or weapons. The Force is far more terrible, and it touches more lives than any machine can hope to slay. For everyone that feels the Force, strongly, deeply, each one feels and perceives it in their own way. You have strengths, whether you know it or not. And my master has his. His power is great, and it comes from hunger. He is a wound in the Force, more presence than flesh. And in his wake, life dies, sacrificing itself to his hunger. And those who feel the Force strongly are beacons to his hunger. My people, my planet, would have been attacked in time. It was inevitable. Yet we could do nothing about it. The Jedi, the last council of the Jedi, came to our world to meet in secret. They hoped that perhaps among our people, they could achieve the clarity to see what was striking them from the darkness of the galaxy. They succeeded, but only in bringing him from the outer regions. And KOTOR, with my kind, with the Jedi upon its surface, could no longer be ignored. And my people died, and the Jedi died, and there was no one left, only me.
Why did the Jedi meet on KOTOR?
They hoped to see the threat that had been stalking them, and they did. But they were unprepared for the magnitude of the threat.
He attacked it because the Jedi had gone there?
He cannot deny his hunger for long. And any gathering of Jedi is something he cannot long resist. And now that the Jedi are vanishing, I do not know what will happen. Perhaps he will grow strong enough to eradicate all life, merely with his presence.
Or it may starve him, make him more desperate.
I do not understand what you mean.
Just thinking out loud, why did the Jedi meet on
They
KOTOR?
hoped to see the threat that had been stalking them.
Okay, we saw that. Okay, let's go. We gained some light side points. We gained probably some influence over VSAS as well. There we go. And is there anyone else we want to talk to? Maybe Atten before we head out. Do I want to have a chat with Atten? I want to find Go-To. There was something strange. Here we go.
What have you brought me?
There's some questions for you. On the yacht you mentioned Revan, but Revan talks to Short. Alright, never mind. Kind of don't like talking to Go-To. I'm just kind of going to ignore him. Let's go talk to Atten.
Something up?
Had some questions.
Right.
Can you teach me to play? Okay, this is the only chance we're going to get to find the answer to this question. I met someone in Nar Shaddaa who says he knows you.
Yeah, that's a surprise.
He says you're not Atten at all, that you showed up on Nar Shaddaa during the Jedi Civil War.
I'm as Atten will ever be. And whoever your trusted informant is, he's right. I did show up on Nar Shaddaa during the Jedi Civil War, along with a lot of other refugees.
Is there anything you want to tell me?
No, because you're asking about it.
Alright. Calm down.
Is this an interrogation? What are
Alright, alright. Maybe I will if you won't tell me. Perhaps pain will bring the truth out of you. Maybe I will if you won't tell me.
You know what? I helped you get off Dragut. I'm trying to help.
Why are you trying to protect me?
I don't know. I'm not sure I understand it half the time.
I want to know where you were before you arrived on Nar Shaddaa.
You know what? Not once have I asked you about the Mandal. I heard about Duxon. Everyone has. What makes you think you've got the right?
Alright. I did a lot I wasn't proud of, and I'm sorry for the lives that were lost on both sides.
How did you even live with yourself after Malachor? Is that why you went back to the Jedi Council? Hoping they'd kill you?
Wasn't like that.
Wasn't it? Maybe you thought they'd forgive you. Sure, you might have thought they'd execute you. But Jedi don't kill, do they? At least not their prisoners. Maybe you were counting on it when you went back in chains. So you got off easy. You were exiled, brushed under the cargo ramp, another dirty little Jedi secret. I'll tell you, all those Jedi at Malachor, they deserved it. Every last one of them.
They did not deserve it. Why would you even say that?
Because Jedi lie, and they manipulate, and every act of charity or kindness they do, you can drag it out squirming into the light and see it for what it is. The galaxy doesn't need Jedi arrogance or Jedi hypocrisy anymore.
The Jedi are guardians of the peace. They are not as you describe.
The Jedi, the Sith, you don't get it, do you? To the galaxy, they're the same thing. Just men and women with too much power, squabbling over religion while the rest of us burn. At least the Sith are honest about what they're killing for. The Jedi are pacifists, except in times of war. They're teachers, except when it comes to telling their students the truth. And when they save you, it's only so you can suffer more.
You are wrong, Atten. That is not the way of the Jedi.
Whatever, just leave me alone. I don't know why I'm wasting my time with you anyway.
Shall we ask once more? It doesn't sound like he's gonna tell me.
Well, don't get too attached to me.
Some influence over
I don't
him.
like it.
Are you alright?
That depends on your perspective. I have this habit. I'm a deserter. It's what I do.
You served in the war?
Served in both of them. Against the Mandalorians, before and after Revan, and again, when Revan declared war on the Jedi.
But why?
Because I followed orders. But it was more than that. You were there. You knew how easy it was to hate the Jedi who sat back in the Republic, evaluating the threat, and watched us die against the Mandalorians.
Why did you desert?
Because you can't believe in the Republic anymore after the Mandalorian Wars. After Revan, nothing was the same. Right after that final battle at Malachor, I was right there with the rest of the defectors, because it was the right thing to do.
Okay. I was right there with the rest of the defectors because it was the right thing to do. You took an oath. What you did was betrayal. No, that was wrong. You answered war with war. I agree. The Republic does not deserve your loyalty, not any longer. You took an oath.
No, it wasn't. We needed the Jedi during the Mandalorian Wars, more than anything. The Mandalorians were slaughtering us by the millions. The millions. You were at Serico, when they turned the Starib cities into glass craters. At Duro, when Basilisk war droids rained like meteors onto the orbiting cities. And when the Mandalorians set fire to the Zoxan plains on Ares III. The fires that still burn. Without the Jedi who turned on the Council, without you, the Republic would have lost the war. And we would all be Mandalorian slaves or corpses.
Instead you all became Sith.
If that's what you want to call knowing when to fight and when to kill, then yes. But you can't really break down people into Sith and Jedi and expect everything to make sense. We were loyal to Revan. That was enough. She saved us.
What happened then? So you followed Revan, like I had.
After Malachor, after the Mandalorian Wars, that's when the Sith teachings started spreading through the ranks. We knew where our loyalties lay. To the Jedi who came to help us. Not the ones who sat back on Dantooine and Coruscant, watching us die. So when those same Jedi who watched us die decided to start fighting us during the Jedi Civil War, we fought back. I fought back.
How?
I started killing Jedi. A lot of them. People say killing Jedi is hard. It's not. You just have to be smart about it. No blasters, no getting close to them, no attacking them directly when you can gun down their allies instead. There's ways of gassing them, drugging them, making them lose control, torturing them. I was really good at it. What's worse is that killing them wasn't the best thing. Making them fall. Making them see our side of it. That was the best.
How could you have killed Jedi? This is a little hard to believe.
Yeah? Maybe you'll believe this. That when fighting a Jedi, you wound the Padawan first. Then let the rest take care of itself. Not only will the Master move to protect the student, but the forced bond between the two will mess up the Master's head better than any stab wound. Anything else? That's only a sample of my arsenal.
Could be handy if I need to murder any Jedi. Go on. Tell me, I need to know how to protect myself and others around me. Okay, could be handy if I need to murder any Jedi. Go on. Tell me, I need to know how to protect myself and others around me.
If there's no whiny little Padawan, start shooting innocents. Not to kill, just enough so that they're gonna die unless the Jedi does something to save them. And if any Jedi is stupid enough to use their Makashi lightsaber form against you, start shooting as fast as you can and drop them while they're exposed. Set mines, set a lot of them. Fire gas grenades, but make sure they have magnetic lock targeters so Jedi can't force push them back.
How did you learn how to do this?
I taught myself techniques. It's hard for Jedi to sense what you're really thinking if you throw up walls of strong emotions and feelings. Lust, impatience, cowardice. Most Jedi awareness doesn't cruise beyond the surface feelings to see what's deeper. And I was good at that, throwing up walls. And my superiors knew it. Sometimes the Jedi on our side wouldn't even realize I was there.
Is that why you act the way you do? So you force emotions to block someone reading your mind?
Yeah, I had a talent for it. More like instinct. I wasn't the only one. I know you left at the Mandalorian Wars, so you don't know much about what went on behind the scenes in the Jedi Civil War. But Revan understood one thing. The real battle was going to be fought between the Jedi on both sides. That was the only battle that mattered. Whoever had the most, the strongest Jedi were going to win the Civil War. If Revan couldn't convert Jedi, Revan would kill them. So Revan trained elite Sith units into assassination squads. whose duty was to go out and capture enemy Jedi. I was in one of the special units trained to do this.
So what happened?
Yeah, Revan had plans for all Jedi. I think it was important that the Jedi see her side of things, the Sith teachings. Revan wanted to break them, and then have them join her.
But you're here now. Why?
One day, I decided not to do it anymore, so I left. Ended up on Nar Shaddaa, became someone else.
Why are you telling me this? You're telling a Jedi you killed a Jedi?
Because you've killed Jedi too. Different circumstances, but you have a bigger body count than I ever did. And I've been with you only a short time. Enough to know that as soon as someone signs on with you, they haven't got long to live. You got history, and anyone who travels with you doesn't. And maybe I want somebody to know who I was in case a story needs to be set straight. Maybe you understand.
But why did you leave the Sith? I need some time to think about this.
Take your time. I have.
Okay, we gained some light side points, and Atten has told us his story as well. Now we are going to head out back to the Dantooine Jedi Enclave and hopefully meet with the rest of the Jedi Masters, but we have run out of time in this episode, so we're going to have to wait for the next episode. Thank you for watching. I hope you are enjoying this playthrough. See you all again soon.